There we go. All right, good morning or afternoon, or depending on wherever you are listening in from. Welcome to our first KGX Leadership Training. My name is Brandon Ivey. I'm a clinical from Los Angeles, California. First Saturday of 2019. And it is almost exactly a year ago to this date that I was first contacted about being involved in a new company that wanted to teach crypto education to the masses, and I said no at the time. Why did I say no at the time? Well, because I was making a boatload of money by myself in the crypto space. I retired from the direct selling to building a company, and I just didn't feel I wanted to spend the time in it. I didn't think there was any money in it also at the same time. And the owners of the company said several things to me that changed my mind. One of the things that they said was, Brandon, first and foremost, we are looking to bring an auto trader bot into KGX, and we want to do it legally where companies like BitConnect and USI Tech and others failed. That got my attention. I said, okay, you got my attention, especially the legal part. The next thing they said was, well, we're also putting an affiliate program together to teach people about crypto, because you're doing these crypto talks every day. People are coming to you, asking you questions about crypto all day long, and you're giving it away for free. And it's taking up all your time. What if we had a program in place that was going to teach everybody what they needed to know about crypto? You don't have to do it. The system will do it, and we'll pay you a referral fee. And a light bulb went off in my head. Said, that just makes sense. Absolutely. Said, well, how much are you going to pay? So we're going to pay $100 on every sale. So how much are you going to charge? You're going to charge $250 for the product and $300 to be a promoter. I said, so for a $300 product, I make $100 on every sale. I said, what else do you got? Well, that's what I'm about to show you guys right now. See, when I came into the crypto space, I realized quickly that the people that were making a whole lot of money had a lot of resources that they could use to invest. A couple $100 ain't going to get you there. You need to have a good chunk of resources, 10,000 and more, to really make a dent to get to where you want to be financially. But what if you don't have $10,000 or more to start with? I started with $30. And before I put that $30 in, I got educated first. So the product of KGX is education. And we go over this every Thursday night. So I am not going to go over what KGX is, the product side. What I want to go over is show me the money. Show me how to get paid. Show me how I can use this system to earn Bitcoin so that I don't have to buy Bitcoin. So first, I want to cover the legal aspect. Is KGX legal? Yes. We have retained top attorneys in the marketing sector, the financial sector. We have retained a top advisor in the direct marketing sector. We have and will continue to follow the advice and the guidance of this team. We have spared no expense on being sure that KGX is compliant in all areas. One of the consequences of us doing this, the very first act of our attorneys, was they shut down our bot. And some of you, in fact, let's just be honest, 95% of the people who joined KGX at the beginning did so because of the bot. Most of them don't have a clear understanding or value of why they need education, as they should. It's just human nature. They want the money. But to remain legal and compliant, we had to follow our attorney's advice. They said, we're not ready yet. You can't launch it. You can make a lot of money if you do, but you're going to get shut down. So are you looking for a short-term opportunity, or do you want to build a long-term legacy company? What do you want to do? The owner said, we want to be here long-term. So we had to sacrifice the bot at that time. Now, they've been working on this for over almost a year now. And we expect to have that ready first quarter of this year, the crypto bot. So those of you that are excited about it because you just want to throw money at something and walk away, Well, it's still coming back. We have not forgotten about it. And not only that, we also have the Forex product that we're going to be launching as well, a Forex trading desk. So those two items there that I don't like to use the word passive income, but Bouget's on here, and her favorite term is Cadillac income, Cadillac money, that walk away income. We have that with KGX, so you don't need to recruit to make money at all. You don't need to build a team to make money. We go over this every week. You can buy yourself green mining rigs. You can sell Bitcoin ATM machines. We're about to, I'll go ahead and say it. I don't need to say any names. We're going to be adding precious metals into our portfolio that you can invest in. KGX, the foundation is education, but the platform allows us to be involved in anything that comes our way that we can sell in the crypto space, like the phone industry, crypto phones, blockchain phones. But let's talk about our compensation plan that you can use to raise the funds necessary to make money. That's what I did. I took $30 and I'm always fully transparent. I showed you guys who've been following and plugging in how I put my first $30 on the Polonius exchange and started to trade. I took the money I made from that and invested in a couple of ICOs, invested in some coins, invested in an affiliate program that let my money work for me. And the rest is history, 6 figures plus. So what about the KGX compensation plan? Let's go over a little bit of this. So you know the cost, $300 to be a promoter. We get paid through direct referral bonus, the Cryptonary, and the Cryptonary matching bonus. So we're going to go over stuff we don't go over in the presentation. A little bit more detail. You're going to make $100 for every referral. Someone says, I need to make $1,000. Great. Go share this with 10 people. Share it with 10 people. You just made $1,000. One of my main rules is if ever you invest or spend money anywhere, you want to make your money back as fast as possible. Well, if it costs you $300, that's your biggest risk. You share it with 3 people, you just made $300. So you make your money back. Plus, you get 1 point in the Cryptonary. That point represents something. We're going to get into that. So you get $100 plus 1 point in the Cryptonary. Sell 3 and it's free. If you want to have a big, long-standing organization, make a lot of money without us even having auto ship yet. And by the way, we will have a subscription option, and it is optional, coming soon. We are still in pre-launch, so everybody in pre-launch has been able to gain the benefits of what KGX has to offer, basically for free. As we're gearing and getting ready to launch, we will be adding our subscription service. The subscription is the ongoing extra content beyond the 45 videos, being able to have live events taking place throughout the week, updates and trainings and detailed hands-on, all that good stuff that people would have to pay an arm and a leg for. So you're going to have that with our subscription plus some other products that we have coming. So bottom line, your number one goal when you get started is get your business for free, 24 hours to a week. I did it in 2 minutes. Get your business for free. Next, we have the Cryptonary team bonuses. And this is for those of you that are building a team. You're sharing it with people who share it with people who share it with people. So the Cryptonary is a binary. If you've never heard of that, it's just 2 teams. 2. When you sell the product, you're going to have somebody fall on your left and somebody fall on your right. Just 2 teams. When they enroll somebody, it's going to fall on their left or their right, which is still your team. This is what we call a 1/3, 2/3 payout, meaning this bonus, whenever you have 2 sales or 2 points on one side and 1 point on the other, that triggers a payout, $25 to $50 payout. All right. My sound is good. I'm going to make sure you guys can hear me. Okay, cool. So that triggers a payout. Every 3 points triggers a payout, not 3 points on one side. You need to have 2 on one side and 1 on the other. You get paid on the weak leg, I call it, the smaller leg. Now, does that mean you lose your points on your bigger leg? Because what if one team just grows bigger than the other? And it will happen. You're not going to lose out on it. It's just going to sit there waiting for your other side to catch up. So it's basically 2 to 1. You're also going to benefit from spillover. Do not, I repeat, if you are looking to make a lot of money, do not have the mentality of, I need to wait for spillover to happen in my team. Instead, have the mentality of, I'm going to provide spillover for my team. In my entire career, I have yet till this day ever had spillover. I've never experienced that. I think as a leader, I provide the spillover for the team. So here's what ends up happening. Somebody above you sponsors somebody, or rather sells a product. That point also falls under you. So you're going to get credit for work you didn't do. You still got to have point on your other side. You're only going to get spillover on one side. A lot of you have already had one whole leg built for you. You didn't have to do anything. I still have some of those people say, can you build my other side too? No, that's your job. I already did half the job for you. So spillover only happens on one side, either your left side or your right side, depending on whatever side your sponsor you fell on. All those points add up. So what happens if somebody that you share this with, they sell a product, and that product adds a point into the Krypton area? Well, guess what? You get credit for that point as well. So you might have only shared it with 2 people, but you've got 500 points on one side of work you didn't do. You're going to get paid on all of that. But to get paid on that, you have to build your other side. So here's an example of spillover. Let's say you've enrolled or shared with 2 people, and now you've got your third cell. Well, that third cell is going to fall under the next available position on your left or your right side. Either way, and you determine in your back office where you want them to go. One thing that I advise, and when I first got started, I told my leaders, you want to have 10 on your left, personal, 10 on your right, and then focus on your smaller side until it catches up. For those of you that are not leaders like that, you want to focus 2 on one side and 2 on the other, and then focus on your smaller side. That's what you want to do. So the team points, you're going to earn up to $25 or $50 for every 3 cells, 2 on the left or 2 on the right. Now, I got to say this income disclaimer. The KGX comp plan is not a guarantee. It is based on hard work, dedication, and leadership. All right? Now, here's how to duplicate. You know, when I look at compensation plans and how I work, I learned from a gentleman named Holton Buggs. And he said, you know, in his career, he learned something called, time adjustment, maximizing your time, or compressing your time. Meaning, the average networker, it might take them a year to expose their business to 100 people. Now, there's 365 days in a year. That means at least a quarter of that you spent, at least if you did one person a day, for 100 days. Just expose. Now, let's just look at the numbers. If you expose your business to 100 people, only a percentage of that will actually join. Really around 15 to 20 people will join your business if you expose to 100, if you know what you're offering is good. So he said, why should I wait a year to expose it to 100 people when I could do that in one day? Time compression. What if instead of exposing it to one person a day, I expose my business to 100 people a day? See, there's another reason why I do crypto talks daily. I know that this is a brand new field. This is a new industry. It is not familiar with most people. But I know the more I keep talking about it, the more interest is going to be gained and the more ears I'm reaching. If you're not talking about your business, you're not going to sign anybody up into your business. And I don't mean talking to them about KGX, because I don't. My crypto talk is not about KGX. My trainings are not about KGX. It is about the industry we represent. And if you want to learn more about it, we have a program here for you called KGX that's willing to teach you everything you need to know. You see the difference? I'm not selling KGX. I'm selling the industry, and I'm sharing with people why they need to be a part of it. In fact, that's the theme of our Bitcoin boot camps. That's what separates us from everybody else. Have you ever been to an event, a crypto event on the weekend, and you listen to the panelists and they're standing up there saying all this mumbo jumbo nerd talk that makes no sense to people who's not in the industry? And I mean, you want to go to sleep on it. What we do is not only do we tell you what it is, but we're going to share with you why it's important to you, how it's going to impact your life if you do get involved and if you don't, and why you want to, and how our platform is going to prepare you for what's coming, and not just prepare you, but show you how to make a whole lot of money in the process. That's what KGX is all about. That is the conversation you have with people. Now, if you're having it with a whole lot more people, you're going to get better results. But I want to use a simple example of how just two people can change your life. How would you like to make an extra $50,000 just on our affiliate program, just on the Kryptonary, not the upfront bonus, not learning how to trade, not green, not the bot, not Forex, not the ATM machine, nothing but just simply sharing the KGX opportunity. So here's what happens. Let's say you don't even do 3 getting 3 to get your money back. All you did was share it with 2 people. Let's say this is January, and you did this for what's the average an American makes on their job? $34,000 a year right now is the average salary, around $34,000 of a family of 4. How would you like to make $50,000 by the end of this year? And all you did was share it with 2 people. Here's how. Your very first month in business, let's say that you start from scratch. Today is January 2019. You start from scratch, and it takes you all month just to sell it to 2 people. Now we're in February. You duplicate this. It takes those 2 people you shared it with an entire month to share it with 2 people each. Your third month in business in March, they duplicated what you did. And it's weird how people will duplicate what you do. Those people that joined in February, it takes them 30 days to get their first 2. So now you're 3 months in, 90 days, and guess what? You've got 14 people on your team. You didn't make much money at this point. Okay, you made $200 on the first 2 people you brought in. You're making $25 or $50 for every 3 points since then, which is only 3. So you made about almost $300 after 3 months. That's not something to get excited about, to go sharing on social media that you're rich because you're in crypto. But again, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme or scam. We're talking about long-term wealth generation here. Let's say this continues to duplicate your 4th month. They now are telling to 2 people each. Now you got 16 people on that 4th month. Your 5th month, they duplicate just 2 people for 30 days. It gets to 32. This continues for 12 months. You get to December, 4,096 people. Just from that leg itself, just from that month. Do you know what that makes for you? See, because you're getting paid on 2,048. Remember? Half on the other side. 2,048 times $25 is just over $50,000. Again, you've now made more money than the average American does on their 9-to-5 job in the course of 12 months. But then I institute Holton Bugg's thought process here. Why should I wait 12 months for something that I can do in 12 weeks? So instead of it taking a whole month to find your two, what if it took you only a week to find your two, 1 week, and then it took them a week, and then it took them a week? This is how you build your business. Now, 12 weeks from now, we're talking 4 months. April, how would you like to have made an extra $50,000 by April? Most people's waiting for their income tax return to come in. And with the government shutdown, that's not happening anytime soon. Why don't you create your own income tax? An extra $50,000 by April. What could that do for you? Again, what did you do here? All you did was share the KGX opportunity to 2 people. Now, numbers are perfect, people are not. It's not going to work out perfectly this way. Somebody's going to go out there and sign up 50. Someone else isn't going to sign up anybody. I'm just using this as an example. This is not a guarantee. This is an example. Play with 3 getting 3. If everybody actually works to make their money back, which should be every single person's goal. If nothing else, you signed up, you got the product, you're learning education that is priceless, it can never be taken from you, and then you shared it with 3 people, they can do the same thing, and you now made your money back. What if everybody followed that concept? You would have made far more than $50,000 by April if everybody does that. And some of the top leaders that's going to join us, that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to do this process in 2 to 3 months. Once they realize the power of the compensation plan and the amount of money that can be made here. And this is just one of the ways, not counting all the others. Now, let's institute the fork. The fork simply means you're going to get paid double. How? If you do a sell that week, you're now going to make double of what you would have made normally. So instead of $25 per 3 points, you would have made $50 per 3 points. So if you did that over the course of these 12 weeks, for example, so you would have had to do more than 2 sales, 12 sales, one a week. That's $100,000 by April instead of 50. Now, here's the next important thing. This is what separates us from normal direct sale companies. You know, people take that money and they, go buy a car, live the high life, floss on Facebook and social media. Take that money and put it into investments now. Put it into your trading account. Put it into your Forex. Put it into your crypto. Put it into your precious metals. Allow that money to make money for you. People say, how have you been able to do it so far without a subscription or auto ship? Because we reinvest the money we make to make more money for us. That's the name of the game, ultimately. You want to be able to one day walk away, go on vacation, travel around the world, never lift a finger, and not worry about your income because your money is still working for you. You're not concerned about how many people signed up today, how many people's on my team. This is what you're building for. This is the beginning, first steps of doing that. So I'll make sure everybody, now I'll stop here. This is a training. If anybody has any questions or comments at this point, before I move on, because I'm going to get into rank advancement, go ahead, unmute your mic, state your name, where you're calling from, ask me a question or a comment, or type it in the chat box. I'll give it a couple seconds for you guys to do so. Any comments or questions? All right, good to go. I want to make sure everybody's getting this and understanding it. Now, let me move on here. And I encourage you to after this, play with the numbers. Pull out do 3 getting 3. And again, sell 3 and it's free. The bad news is that we cap at $50,000 a week. That's $200,000 a month. The good news, though, is that once you reach that cap, you're going to be given a second position on your team above your top position. So now you're basically your organization as you see it right now becomes your power leg, and you can continue building a new leg, and basically you're doubling up on your money. You're able to make more money. Now, each person can only own one position. We do not promote 3-packs. We know there's people out there that try to game the system. We don't promote that. Now, the cap is based on personal sales. For example, if you've only sold it to 2 people, one on your left and your right, you're capped at $10,000 a week. 2 sales on each side, $20,000. 3 sales, $30,000. 4 sales, $40,000. 5 sales, $50,000. That's why I tell my leaders to put in at least 10 on their left and 10 on their right. I always double it up. I never make my minimums my maximums. Now, let's talk about the matching bonus. And the best thing about, every company has a check match, but you've got to jump through hoops and hurdles to qualify for check match. We don't have any qualification for check match here. If all you did was share it with one person, you're going to check match that person. If that person makes $100,000 a month, you're going to make $10,000 a month, even if you did nothing else. So if you sign up just one great promoter, this is for you. Especially those of you, I'm not going to share this with nobody. I just want the education. I don't care about talking to people. You'll still get a check match, 10%. Now, this information, again, I got to give disclaimers, is intended for educational and training purposes only, should not be construed as investment advice. As with all financial decisions, you should contact your licensed financial advisor before investing in any financial instrument. Let's talk about the leadership levels, getting promoted. When you go to your website, you will notice above the first video, there's a rank. The first 2 ranks is Satoshi and Nakamoto. You'll see your rank. Level 1, to be a Satoshi, you have to make 2 sales. One on your left and one on your right. You're a Satoshi. Your weekly cap's at $10,000. Level 2, you need to make 4 sales. 2 on your left and 2 on your right. You're now a Nakamoto. Your weekly cap is at $20,000. Level 3, you need to make 6 sales to be a crypto. 3 on your left, 3 on your right. Cap is $30,000 a week. To become a trader, you need to make 8 sales. 4 on your left, 4 on your right, and your weekly cap's at $40,000. And to be a crypto emerald, this is the first major position. We do not have any crypto emeralds in the company. That's how new we are. We're still ground floor, pre-launch. You need to make 10 on your left, 10 on your right. Again, you see my strategy, why I tell my leaders, once they do 10 on the left, 10 on the right, they're positioned to be able to hit the top positions in the company. 5 on each side. 2,500 members on each side. Your left, 2,500, and your right, 2,500. And you need to personally sponsor 2 people who become Satoshis. One on your left, one on your right. Now you get the $50,000 weekly cap. Also, we got a bonus here. We're giving away a $10,000 Rolex. And the other positions, when we launch, we're going to have other bonuses as well. I know the first person that caps out the $50,000 a week, we're giving away a $50,000 car. So nobody's done that just yet. The next position after that is Crypto Ruby. Make 12 sales, 6 on your left, 6 on your right. Have 5,000 members on your left, 5,000 on your right. Personally sponsor 2 Nakamotos. Crypto Sapphire, 14 sales, 7 on your left, 7 on your right. 15,000 members on your left, 15,000 on your right. Crypto Diamond, 16 sales, 8 on your left, 8 on your right, 25,000 on your left and right side. Yes, Robert, this is being recorded. Personally sponsored 2 crypto rubies. So crypto diamond is the top position. Now, that's it. That's the compensation plan. We keep it simple. Call it simple stupid. You're making $100 every time you sign somebody up. You're making $25 or $50 for every 3 that join your team in the Kryptonary. You're getting a 10% check match on everything that they do. That's it. You share 2 people and duplicate that 12 levels deep, you just made $50,000. Now you've got the seed money to play the crypto game. Now you can buy and start building your crypto portfolio. You're getting the education that's going to teach you what to do with that money. Yeah, I should get this coin. I should get that coin. I should buy now. I should sell now. I might invest in this blockchain company or that one. Get on this ICO. Buy me some green mining rigs. The education is the most important part of all this. This is just the seed money to get you started so that you don't have to come out of your own pocket. That's my big thing. Why spend your own money? Earn it. Earn it. And then you'll be able to replace your full-time income that you currently have and let your money work for you. And I told you I wanted to keep this short and sweet to go into detail of our compensation plan. If anybody has any questions, go ahead and type it in the chat box or unmute yourself. You're free to leave if you want to at this point. That is the end of this presentation, but I will stick around for a couple of minutes to answer any questions that anybody has, and so we can kick off 2019 to get things moving. Any questions? Because then I'm also going to show right now too our Bitcoin boot camps coming to a city near you. So you are free to leave at this point. That is the presentation. Anybody have any questions? Let's see here. All right, nothing from Robert. And while I pull up, give me a second here so I can share screen again. Okay, share screen. All right, we got some Bitcoin boot camps coming up. First is Seattle, January 25th. The price is $137. VIP, $277. You can order your tickets right now. Rosendo says, what would it take for me to have you conduct Bitcoin Alaska boot camp? Man, first of all, it's got to be the summertime. I was playing. But yeah, we can come to Alaska the second half of the year. We just need to have some leaders there. And I know we have a couple of people that's popping up. I've never been to Alaska before. So, you know, we just got to see some production. So let's see here. Seattle, we've got a couple of Pinnacle leaders and one of the co-owners of the company there. So that was a natural spot for us to kick off 2019. So here's what's going to happen. Friday night of every boot camp is free to the public. They don't need to pay. They can come there and register to pay for Saturday. Friday night is free. What's happening on Friday night? Well, Friday night is basically, we're going to be given an introduction to what Bitcoin is and why it matters, why it should matter to you. Why? Because that's what people want to know. They're like, I keep hearing about this Bitcoin. I don't know what it is. Why should I care? You know, I mean, it is not going to impact my life. Well, come on out for free and we're going to show you how it is. And we're going to invite you to come back on Saturday to learn details. Because on Saturday, bring your laptop, bring your tablet, bring your phone. We're going to show you how to create your first Bitcoin wallet. We're going to buy Bitcoin for the very first time. We're going to show you how to create an exchange. We're going to show you how to read CoinMarketCap, read the market. We're going to have a panel discussion. No, everything you need to know about crypto on the basics, because we're basically giving you an outline of what KGX is going to teach you. We're going to have testimonials. How about this? We're giving away $2,000 worth of Bitcoin. So you want some free Bitcoin? Come to the event. So first up is Seattle, January 25th and 26th, followed by 2 weeks later on February 8th, that weekend is going to be Atlanta, Georgia. The following week will be in Tampa, Florida. So that's going to be in March. Second is, give me a second on that, Rosendo. In April, we'll be in Philadelphia and Chicago. I'm sorry, in March, Philadelphia and Chicago. April, right now, we don't have a city planned. Someone wants to add Baltimore, but we've got the Blockchain Expo in London taking place. And whenever I go to Europe, I stay there for almost 2 weeks because I'm also, if I do go there, I'm also going to go to Sweden and we'll do a Blockchain Expo in Sweden. We did it last year. So when I was in Sweden, we had an event also going on in Houston, Texas at the same exact time. So that's going to be in April. And then the first weekend in May is what's planning to have our launch event in Las Vegas. That's going to be our official coming out party, our official launch. So you can get your tickets now and start getting it scheduled up. So yeah, Tampa is February 15th, the weekend of February 15th. Atlanta is February 8th. Start planning now, start inviting out now. And we want to highlight the leaders in those cities as well, because we're going to have a lot of people from the community that's going to be coming out and hearing about this for the first time. They're going to want to join KGX. Well, who do those people go to? You guys, the leaders in the community. So that's definitely, you want to be a partake in this. So this is going to be fun. We're going to be adding more cities after our launch event for the rest of the year. I want to come to Houston. Then we're going to have an event in California. We're going to be going to New York. I know they want us to go to Puerto Rico. So we're going to have a very busy year, but none of that is going to happen or matter if you guys aren't making any money. So how do we get you to make money? Work the compensation plan. Share this with people. Talk to people. Now, Rosendo asked, let's see, would you hear more about the ATMs? I don't have any new information on that yet. So when the company releases that, especially the regulations, then we'll get that out to everybody. All right. So anybody else, that's what I want you to do. Do videos talking about cryptos, upload them to Facebook. That's what I do daily. You know that old saying, success leaves clues? When I was first coming up, I just did what all the successful people were doing. When I first started using social media, a guy named Cedric Harris, and I asked him, I said, what's your advice to me? I see you doing big on this YouTube stuff. He told me, make a video once a day. It doesn't matter if it's a minute long, doesn't matter if it's 30 minutes long. It even doesn't matter what you're talking about. Just be making videos to get your name out there and brand yourself. I said, okay, so that's what I did. Success leaves clues. Any other questions that we'll go ahead and dismiss? Any other questions? Any info on selling green to businesses? Not yet, Jacqueline. Right now, as far as green, oh yeah, let me talk about green. For those that were not on the update call, green, you all have access to the green back office and the wallet. And for compliance, I got my tab there. I can't open it up. I can't show my back office, even though there's 0 right now. But log into your green website. You'll see your machines that's ordered. You'll also be able to set up your wallet. When you're going through the process of setting up your wallet, it's going to give you recovery keys. It's called recovery phrase. Write that recovery phrase down. Write that down. Okay, this is very important because if you ever forget your password or lose something, you're going to be able to recover it. It prevents your account from getting hacked. If you lose this, you're the only one that gets it. There is no recovering it. There are millions of dollars of Bitcoin has been lost forever because people forgot their password and they didn't have the recovery key. This is your responsibility. Make sure you write that stuff down, and it's giving you instructions. Just follow the instructions. It's not rocket science. This coming week, you should start seeing coins going into your wallet. And I know this might be start seeing this tomorrow. You'll start seeing serial numbers activated on your account. And we already have a tracking system in place that's physically tracking to the pallet and the rack that your machine is connected to. That's one of the stipulations that KGX has implemented on green. So we know what's happening. So we start to see that. Another thing, especially on that, people say, well, next question, well, when is it going on the exchange? How much is it going to be valued? You know, I don't want to get into my crypto talk, but if you've been paying attention, there's one thing I will say, that we're still going to be going through a bear market. I don't expect this thing to shoot through the roof for at least till the end of this year, fourth quarter. When you see the entire market cap going up, that's when you start getting real excited, because all coins are going to go up with it. I expect it to remain low and even go down over the next couple of months. This is a long-term play. What's valuable is your coins. All right, let's see here. Do you have a training template that may allow one of us to be qualified to hold a KGX bootcamp event ourselves? Well, here's the deal. You don't have to wait for KGX to do an official bootcamp in your city. If you want to have a local event at any time, go ahead and do so, and we will give you the information, the slides and stuff that we use, the training to hold something in your local area. But you can't just make it up yourself. It's got to be approved through our attorneys and stuff first. So yeah, we'll get you that information anytime you want to do something. And I encourage you to be doing local things in your own city, local events. So yeah, Robert, we'll get you all that information. Let's see. Any other question here? Yeah, selling green to businesses. I don't know. We don't have that yet because if we follow the green, not necessarily the white paper, but when they get to the stage where they are marketing the green box itself to businesses, we are looking to be able to sell that also within KGX. Right now, we're just selling the machines to mine the coin, but we'll be able to sell the green product itself the same way. If we get this contract with Seren Labs to sell the Finny phone and anything else we want to do. Also, here's another website, and let me put this link, the Eventbrite, where you can order your tickets from Tampa right now as well. You don't have to wait last minute. So let me put this link in the chat box for those that don't have it. And we have a dedicated website as well that we'll have for each city. This one is for Seattle, if you have not seen this. And these boot camps are going to be as big as we make them. Who we invite, who we get word out to. Those of you that got peeps in Atlanta, I'm not just looking at Seattle, I'm already looking past that because Atlanta's 2 weeks away. Start telling everybody. We should have the venue lined up by next week. So start letting everybody know in Atlanta and Tampa, we're coming to town. Do you know people who want to learn about crypto? Oh, I don't have $137. Fine, come out on Friday for free at least. Come see us on Friday. Those who pay a VIP ticket will get something special that Friday night after the event. I don't know if they're doing cocktails or what, but come on out Friday for free to see what we're all about. Come out and see us. Ask us, see if it's valuable enough to pay to come back on Saturday. Because here's the deal. If you look at any of these other events, blockchain expos and crypto summits and whatnot, do you know how much they charge? I think the cheapest I've seen is maybe $299, $300, all the way up to $5,000 for these events. We want to make it for the community, but we still got to pay for the cost. Because we don't put them on, it's not for free. It costs us money. But you start to advertise and get the word out now. Those of you that's looking to try to sign people up in the business and you're having a hard time, invite them out to a boot camp. Invite them out to learn more about crypto for free. We will do the job of selling them to come back on Saturday. That's our job. You just got to fill the room. And that goes not just waiting for Atlanta and Tampa, also Philadelphia and Chicago. I think Chicago's probably going to end up being the biggest because it's the last event before Vegas, and we've had time to kind of perfect how we've done it. We've already done 2 or 3 of these this last year, testing things out. And I think the first Chicago we had almost 400 something people. I think this Chicago one we might have over 1,000. But we're prepared for a room with only 80 people in it. So it doesn't matter. We got to get out there and we got to get them done. So with that, if there's no more questions or comments, this is recorded. I will get this out today to everybody. Thank you guys for listening. Oh, wait, Robert. If someone buys an education package for $250 and then sometime later want to become an affiliate, do they just pay $50? Yes. And so if someone just gets the product for $250 and then I want to make some money with this, they got to wait 30 days. And then they can upgrade, just pay an additional $50 and they become a crypto promoter. I'm also looking for people who want to do presentations. We're looking for leaders to step up. This is not the Diana Townsend show, the Jairus Coleman show, the Brandon Ivey show, the Rob Harris, the Chris Hanks. This is your show. We need leaders to sprout up all over the place that want to do the Thursday night presentation, that want to do local presentations in their area. This is how you make money, not waiting on somebody else. So if that is you, let me know. I'll send you our presentation slide. Record yourself doing the presentation and send it back to me. And we'll get you started that way. Those people make the most money. All right? Good. I don't see any other questions there. Hope you guys learned something new. Our compensation plan in my 20 years in this industry is one of the most lucrative. Diana made $15K in her first, 60 days and not knowing what she was doing. I'm just saying. And that's not even counting what you're going to earn just from learning. Or those of you that got the mining rigs, has been mining for 6 months, man, we're going to have millionaires generated from this platform. But you got to work the business. There's nothing to wait for right now. Just share the opportunity, make $100 per sale. All right, with that, thank you, everybody. The next event, the next presentation will be next Thursday right here, but we'll be doing crypto talks. And we might have a special broadcast in our members only coming up this week. I think we'll do another video series. So with that, thank you guys for joining us. Also, no, I don't want to put it on here. Plug in by watching our blog and also by our Facebook community group. That's how you stay plugged in. If you're not a part of our Facebook community group, get with your sponsor and they will show you how to plug in. But next Thursday is the next live presentation. Have some guests on there and let us close them into the business for you. Have a great day, everybody. God bless. Bye-bye.